evening, guys. It is April 6, 2017. It's a Thursday.
Rice, baby.
There's always new news on Nunes. And so today I wake up and it's like, Nunes, what's going on? And I had only had a chance to read a little bit, but when I went to investigate it a little bit more, because I was kind of worried, like, Nunes steps down, and it seemed like such a big deal. And it kind of is a big deal, but really, in my opinion, it's not. There are leftist agenda people that have launched incriminating false, they're not really incriminating because they're
Maxine
false.
Waters.
Allegations against Nunes, and
Schumer's
they all
tears.
keep asking him to recuse himself from the Russia investigation.
I found some stuff. You should be, you need to leave.
Right.
You need to leave this investigation. I can't believe you found anything.
For those of you that don't know, Nunes is investigating the supposed collusion between Russia and hacking the elections. There's nothing there. And so it's kind of funny to me that this investigation is ongoing, but they're like uncovering nothing. The more they dig through the garbage, the more nothing they find.
The more they find against
Nothing.
Obama.
Well, that's very true.
And Valerie Jarrett and Susan Rice.
But because of Nunes coming out and exposing Susan Rice, they are all kind of like rats scrambling and saying, and so they've launched these false accusations against him. And Nunes has said, listen, I don't want my Republican counterparts to have to constantly be defending me. So for right now, I'm going to just step down from this investigation temporarily. Okay, and there are people that are going to take his place, and one of the assistants that's going to help take his place is Trey Gowdy.
Bulldog at it!
Yes, so I am completely confident that everything is going to continue on as it should. He said as soon as the House Ethics Committee is going to review these accusations, Nunes feels confident that it's going to be kind of gone through very quickly, and he'll be able to get back to work. He's going to continue to assume all of his roles that he has, and he's also going to, as of right now, still continue on the Susan Rice investigation and the unmasking of the names. So I'm excited that he's going to stay on for that. I feel like he's a very strong person.
Did you want to read the Breitbart article?
Sure. Nunes' announcement came as the House Ethics Committee released a statement disclosing that the committee was investigating public allegations that Nunes made unauthorized disclosure of classified documents. This was a coordinated attack by left-wing groups against Nunes, the source says, and the Ethics Committee does its inquiry, he could not have other Republican committee members constantly having to defend him instead of focusing on the Russia investigation, and particularly the abuse of intelligence through the improper unmasking of Americans' names for political purposes. Nunes was not pushed by House Republican leadership to recuse himself, but it was not helpful to have other Republicans, notably Senator John McCain and Senator Lindsey Graham, join Democrats in questioning his motives and competence. Sunday, McCain told Martha...
let me just tell you, McCain is not a Republican. He's not even an American. He is a daggum spy.
Okay, so he told Martha Raddatz on ABC's This Week with George Stephanopoulos, Nunes was hindering congressional efforts to determine how the Russians interfered in the 2016 election cycle when he communicated with the White House about information he gathered from a whistleblower with informing Democrats on his committee. If we're really going to get to the bottom of things, it's got to be done in a bipartisan fashion, and as far as I could tell, Congressman Nunes killed that.
So here's the thing. You have to recognize that there's only one party. Okay, there's no Republicans, there's no Democrats. However, a few people have actually gotten through that aren't part of the one party. Okay, Nunes is one of them. Gowdy is one of them. Massey is one of them.
Right.
Rand Paul is one of them. Okay, and so you've got like real Americans on one side, and you have the one party.
Right.
Okay, McCain, Mitch McConnell. They're all part of the one party. Rubio, Ryan, they're the one party. They're the same party as Nancy Pelosi and Maxine Waters.
Right.
They just play each other. It's like tennis. We're both tennis players, right? But we play tennis. And then we got the Freedom Caucus and everybody over here where we ain't playing your game.
They're not playing a game. So the Los Angeles Times reported March 22nd that Representative Adam Schiff, a Democrat from California, top Democrat on the Intel Committee,
He's a really bad dude.
told the paper, Schiff said he raised his concerns directly with Nunes after the Republican disclosed new information publicly and then to the White House. He stopped short of saying whether Nunes was improperly making classified information public, saying instead that his actions were beyond irregular. Nunes' actions further demonstrated the need for an independent inquiry into Russia's actions during the campaign. Schiff said, "We're the only investigation there is. If we don't do it, no one is going to do it at all, Schiff said. Now perhaps the White House would like it that way. But the American people, I think, want there to be a credible investigation. And if we're not going to conduct it, then we need to have an independent commission do it." The recusal is temporary, and as soon as possible, the chairman intends to resume full control of the committee as soon as the House Ethics Committee resolves the charges made by the left-wing groups, the source says. The source said that Nunes hopes the Ethics Committee will work on his case during the Easter recess so the investigation can be wrapped up as soon as possible. Capitol Hill conservatives are now watching to see if Nunes will also recuse himself from the probe into former National Security Advisor Susan Rice, who unmasked the names I know for political reasons, even though she says that it is not. I'm really hoping that Nunes will not cave under this. So if you want to go to Fox News, we can just see what they had to say about it in their little,
We'll step aside regarding the Russia investigation in the House Intelligence Committee. He's the chair of that committee temporarily, he says.
Oh, for crying out loud.
All for pieces of cheese.
Regarding Russian matters, he will step to the side. Peter Ducey's on the Hill. He's been waiting for the House Speaker, Paul Ryan, who we expect to come out any moment and update us on the overnight negotiations on health care. But, Peter, let's start on this. What do you have?
Bill, you remember over the last couple of weeks, there's been a ton of pressure from Democratic lawmakers, including Democratic lawmakers on the House Intel Committee, for Chairman Nunes to step aside. They think that he improperly released this information that he got outside the committee from a source at the White House. But Nunes, in his announcement, you'll note, about stepping aside for now as the chair of this investigation, he says that it was left-wing activist groups leveling these charges against him. So he does not say that he's leaving because there is the appearance of impropriety or that he's working with the White House improperly. He says that left-wing activist groups are the ones he's feeling the pressure from. He says that they're
like
the ones
OFA
who leveled some sort of a congressional ethics charge against him. We still don't know at this minute what that charge is, but we hope to get some details soon, maybe when the speaker comes out. But he says that that's why this is happening. It's also happening within a few hours of all House lawmakers heading home for recess for 2 weeks.
Got it. Okay,
So
Peter, I'm just reading it. The House Ethics Committee will investigate Nunes. Is that the next chapter in this? Because what he said at the end of his statement, I am requesting to speak to the Ethics Committee at the earliest possible opportunity. Is he going to now be under investigation?
That's something that we're going to have to wait for leadership to talk to us about, or the Ethics Committee, Bill. But you remember leadership, Republican leadership, throughout the course of the last few weeks, when asked, do you have confidence in Chairman Nunes to continue as the head of this investigation, they said yes. And so they supported him, at least up until now, and Nunes is saying that it's his decision to step aside. But again, we're going to have our first chance to hear from the Speaker of the House just minutes after this news broke.
Thank you so much. You got it.
So that's really all that we know at this point. I'm not worried about it because, like I said, Gowdy is going to be kind of stepping in. There's another main guy.
Senator Jim Risch, who is a member of the Foreign Relations Committee. Senator, welcome. Obviously, a very busy day on Capitol Hill, and now the issue of what to do.
I was there. I was actually getting ready to say
okay,
yeah.
There you go.
What? I wasn't getting there.
Oh no, Representative Mike Conway is now set to lead the Russia spying probe with assistance from Trey Gowdy and from Tom Rooney. So it's not Gowdy that's leading it, but he's going to assist that. I wanted to get those names out there.
Spicer wouldn't comment on the specifics of the move, but said Nunes' absence wouldn't change the substance of the House Intelligence Committee's investigation, and praised Conway, calling him a great guy. And you know, Nunes suggests the accusations against him were timed to distract from the reports about the names of Trump associates being unmasked. And they're really good about, okay, just bring something else out there. Right. Bring something out. And then we've got this Assad Syrian thing that just so happens to be timed. I mean, it's like they have these bombs they're just ready to put off
Right.
and try to cover things up. There's something huge being covered up here, you guys. And Mike Ronovich, he says he's got another breaking story, and so I don't really know exactly the whole substance of it, but I'm gonna bring it to you and let you decide.
All right, so this is Leah Michelle signing off for Resistance Chicks, where it's not a conspiracy theory if it's the truth. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to Mass Faith 3 and Resistance Chicks. Ring the bell for notifications and find us on Facebook and Twitter. We love you, God loves you, and God bless.
Lots going on, guys.
I was cold all alone. No place for